This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Prisma Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us. Local high school marching bands saw action over the weekend and fared well. First, the marching Wildcats of Jasper High School attended the Simon Keaton High School Innovational this past weekend in Independence, Kentucky. Jasper performed in an open class, placing to compete in the top 10 bands, and ended the day with a second-place finish overall. The marching Wildcats are directed by James Goodhue and will be hosting as well as competing in the Indiana State School Music Association Scholastic Prelim this coming weekend, October 8th, at Jerry Brewer Alumni Stadium in Jasper. Meanwhile, Chad Gayso's Forest Park Marching Rangers and the Southridge Marching Raiders, directed by David Fox, both competed at the Evansville-Harrison Invitational Saturday, with each band taking home third place in their respective divisions. Southridge also took home additional awards for Best Percussion and Best Music. Forest Park, Southridge, as well as Northeast DuBois will also be taking part at the ISS and May Scholastic Preliminary Saturday in Jasper. The gates open at 11 in the morning, with first performance scheduled for noon. The City of Jasper has been awarded a $1.38 million grant for a major water line expansion by the United States Economic Development Administration. The award will be used to pay half of the project that is expected to cost $2.76 million. Information released by the EDA says the investment will fund a main water line expansion to support local business, retention of area jobs, and development of undeveloped land owned by the City of Jasper. The water line expansion will improve capacity, reliability, and distribution, which will impact the area's economic vitality, ensure adequate infrastructure, and remove barriers to economic growth. General Manager of the Jasper Municipal Utilities, Bud Herzberger, says the 70-year-old water line under Highway 231 from Bartley Street to 30th Street is undersized and prone to breaks. He says it makes sense to upgrade the line before the road surface is repaired. The Jasper Utility Service Board recently approved the matching funds for the project, which are expected to come from an internal loan from the electric utility. The water line project will take place in 2018 and is anticipated to be followed in 2019 by a paving of US 231 by the Indiana Department of Transportation. EDA grants are awarded through a competitive process based upon the application's merit, the application's eligibility, and the availability of funds. For information on EDA's grant process and investment process, you can find that information at www.eda.gov. According to officials with the Indiana State Police, this morning at approximately 9 a.m. Indiana State Police responded to a crash on I-64 eastbound at the 9-mile marker involving a semi and an Indiana Department of Transportation dump truck. Authorities indicate that preliminary investigation revealed an INDOT crew with 4 vehicles were sealing cracks in the eastbound driving lane at the 9-mile marker. INDOT employee was driving a 2014 Freightliner. Her vehicle was completely stopped on the shoulder to alert motorists to merge into the passing lane to avoid striking the crew working in the driving lane. The aero board on the attenuator was working properly for unknown reasons. 64-year-old James Taylor of Dayton, Ohio, failed to notice the INDOT crew and sideswiped the attenuator and the dump truck. Trailer lost control of his semi, left the roadway on the south side, and overturned. No other INDOT vehicles were involved. The INDOT employee was taken to St. Mary's Hospital, where she is currently being treated for minor injuries. Taylor was trapped in his vehicle and had to be extradited by Poseyville Fire Department. He was later airlifted to Deaconess Hospital, where he is currently being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Taylor was also issued a traffic ticket for making an unsafe lane movement. The eastbound driving lane at the 9-mile marker will most likely remain closed for several hours. The passing lane is open, assisting agencies with the Posey County Sheriff's Department, Poseyville Down, Marshall, Posey EMS, and Poseyville Fire Department. Stay tuned. Weather and sports is to come on 18 WJTS News.